The warm breeze rustled the tall grass, and the children's laughter echoed across the meadow. Max chased Lily around the old oak tree, their giggles bouncing off the cottage walls. Their grandfather sat on the weathered bench, smiling as he watched his grandchildren.
Grandfather, how did you find the sorceress? Was it part of a mission or something?
Now that's a story I haven't told in some time. Where did it all begin? It began where so many tales begin, in a dingy harbor tavern in Diana, a coastal city with houses so crooked that the buildings leaned like gossiping old men. Inside the tavern, the smell of seaweed and spilled ale mingled with candle smoke and hushed rumors. Sailors sang sea shanties while mugs clanged and the floor stuck underfoot. Dice clacked across tables, and the air was thick with salt and the scent of spiced rum. It was there that I sat hunched over a tattered map, strewn with red ink and ancient glyphs. I wasn't searching for gold or fame. I was seeking an amulet, a relic called the Heart of Korth, rumored to heal the sick and afflicted. Its last known bearer had vanished into the shadows of the forbidden forest of Velthorn, and I was determined to find it. As I was brooding over the map, a hooded merchant slid onto the stool opposite me, his voice dry as driftwood.
You look like someone who is chasing trouble, aren't you?
I'm chasing answers.
The Forbidden Forest is not kind to the curious. I heard that the widow's tree guards the truth, but it does so with teeth.
And I have steel.
Let's hope that's enough, and that you don't end up like all the others that came before you.
Hearing all this made me even more determined to succeed. So it came that, at first light, I mounted my white stallion and rode north. The forest lay far beyond the cracked cobblestones of the city and the mist-shrouded cliffs of the coast. As I approached the edge of the forest, the air changed, and a hush fell upon the world. The birds stopped singing, and the insects grew silent. It was as if the world held its very breath as I entered this cursed place. The forbidden forest was wrapped in perpetual twilight, and its trees bent and curled like frozen flames. The branches above me shifted unnaturally, and the roots twisted across the path like the bones of something long dead. Then came a sound, not loud, but otherworldly, a wet rustling, as if thousands of legs were brushing against bark. The hair on my neck stood up, and I gripped the hilt of my sword. Then, with no warning, webs appeared across the treetops, thick as rope and glistening with dew. They hadn't been there moments before, and then a shrill hiss pierced the air, followed by silence. Then the trees erupted. Spiders, massive, grotesque things, descended from the canopy with terrifying speed. Their silk shimmered like glass, their eyes glowed like black fire. One lunged without a sound, fangs bared, but I met its steel first. The battle was fierce. I ducked, parried, twisted through clinging webs, slashing through leg joints and venomous maws. One beast tried to ensnare me with webbing from above. I leapt sideways, rolled, and plunged my blade deep into its pulsating abdomen. The forest finally stilled. Where the final spider fell, I found it, the amulet. Not buried or locked away, just resting atop a mossy stone, as if placed there by unseen hands. When I lifted it, arcane symbols shimmered on its surface, runes I recognized from an old book. They belonged to an ancient order of wizards, yet I did not know their meaning. In a nearby village, a bent herbalist examined my find.
That seal? It's hers. The Misty Swamp Sorceress. If you return it, she might reward you. But be careful. There are rumors that the evil Hippo Queen is on the warpath. Her soldiers have been sighted in the area.
Grim determination came over me. I had heard and seen firsthand the evil that the Hippo Queen and her minions brought to the land. If I returned the amulet, the sorceress could use it to fight the Hippo Queen and her armies. Immediately, I set off on my new quest, determined to return the amulet. 3 days of riding later, the swamp mist coiled thick around me. Crimson streaks laced the sky. The air smelled of burnt cedar and storm. Then I heard it, the unmistakable clash of battle, the roar of monstrous feet pounding the earth, and a voice, a woman's voice, casting spells that cracked through the air like thunder. I drew my sword and pressed forward into the fog toward whatever fate awaited me.
That, he said, is how I came to the misty swamp. Max narrowed his eyes. What happened then? Oh, that part is for another time, their grandfather replied, standing to stretch. Maybe tomorrow, if you're good.
The peaks no soul has dared. Steelthunder fights though none have cared. Through haunted halls and shifting sand, he holds the fate of every land.